Who's ready for an absolute rager? Oh. Sorry? Oh, this isn't Hall B, is it? Oh, yeah. I mean, unless they, switched which hall they rented and turned my friend Michael's party into a funeral, which would be funny. But it's not funny. That's not funny. Oh. I actually have mad respect for the dead. I know it doesn't really look like it. Some of my favorite people are dead, actually. Mad respect, absolute mad respect. I think I'm gonna go. You guys can have these as like a sorry. Are balloons a good thing in funerals? Actually, I'll take them. I'll take them with me. I don't think this is the time or the place. I'm really sorry. I hope you guys have a great time. Are you supposed to? I hope you miss them a lot, but also like care about each other in the process and grow closer with those left behind. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna leave now. So you guys, Mazel Tov. I don't know.
Plant update. It's time for plant update.
Hi everybody, welcome to Plant Update. I forgot to close this drawer. Hi everybody, Plant Update time. Hi Twiggy, you have any words to say? He never has any words to say. So anywho, welcome to Plant Update everybody. So, first off, I just want to address this whole happening over here. Plants that will soon be going in my family's garden are currently occupying the table. So, just so that, get that out of the way. These are not mine to care for in any capacity. Same with these two over here. But they are here to share in the beauty of the table nonetheless. I hope they don't get jealous while they're staying. Yeah, okay. Let's just jump into it, as they say. So, Garfunkel, normal as always. We'll get to this. Garfunkel, pretty normal as always. I honestly don't remember the last time I watered Garfunkel, and at this point, I think it's doing wonders. So, maybe I'll water Garfunkel this week. Just give him a little bit. Gwen, little spindly, but like pretty decent. Leafy enough that I'm not concerned. Definitely could be very much leafier, but I'm by no means concerned. With Bluetooth. So there's a very clear difference between the top leaves and the bottom leaves, and I would argue the bottom leaves look a lot more plump and healthy, where the top ones look a lot more flat and like dead. So I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. I'll let the plant experts in the comments debate that one. Manus, doing pretty nicely with the repot. Actually doing quite nicely with the repot. I've kind of given up on pruning the coleuses when they start blooming. I probably should, but I have given up a little bit because when I did that a lot on Aldrich, he just kept blooming twice where I cut it. Same like how Cassandra would just grow twice where I'd cut. So I kind of gave up a little bit. Eddie's okay. I did contemplate repotting Eddie to try to get him a little more centered, see what the root situation was, but I mostly just was afraid of touching Eddie, that he would kind of combust into a million tiny pieces if I touched him. So I'm just kind of letting Eddie be for now, which I really don't think is the worst strategy take. Cassandra is very God. I've achieved my goal of like a plumper Cassandra. Unfortunately, it's not centralized at all though. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do more pruning or what I'm gonna do with Cassandra, because as you can see, the middle is pretty bare. But yeah. Once again, we'll come back to what's going on over here. Addie has now received the I always forget if these are clay or terracotta, and whether there is a meaningful difference between them. But regardless, he's gotten the brown pot treatment. So yeah, Addie is doing lovely, doing pretty nice, I think, overall, growing pretty strong. Holloway and Sands, lovely as always, not too much to report there. Go around, pay the toll. So I think, so Aldrich, similar situation to Gwen, could have more leaves, but like by no means in a concerning place. Yeah, I'm by no means concerned about what I'm seeing with Aldrich. This is the pot for at some point. Samson and Charlotte, I mean, always could be looking a little better. They definitely, they've seen better days. I mean, have they, though? They're really big. Like, they're big and strong. They just have an abundance of chew marks. The babies are looking a little better than they have been. So, yeah, we have some cat grass now, so we're kind of hoping that... And Kit Kat's been eating the cat grass a little more and, like, drinking from the water. So we're kind of hoping that she just leaves the spider plants be a little more in favor of the cat grass. Just because it would be nice if, she didn't eat my plants. But as is always the tune, the spider plants are the one we intentionally put in the corner. We knew the risks going into it. Samson and Charlotte knew the risks going into it. But they knew that they were the only ones safe if the cats chose to eat them and all that jazz. Anything to say, Jocelyn? Never anything to say. Yeah, so that's this side of the world. So now I feel like I have to address the real elephant in the room here, and that is Jose. So, this is the Jose... Oh, why did you focus on Manus? This is an awkward angle, but it's fine. This is the Jose that was in the plastic pot last time around, and he's massive now, actually. Quite large. Protruding, I dare say. In a good way, not in like a negative way. Massive. Jose, doing great. I also still haven't completely figured out naming conventions for the remaining, the Jose bits, because there's 2 of them now. And of course, you know me, I pay the toll. Sorry, pay the toll first. I cannot dare to, now that I've let this Jose take root, I cannot dare to part with it. So I propagated the Jose that was like left. So this is the bottom Jose. At this point, this is top Jose, the one that was like originally propagated, cut off, put in the plastic pot. This is bottom Jose. Bottom Jose taken root. I will pot this weekend, likely. So this presents us with a bit of a predicament, a conundrum of like, how do I name the Joses now? Because they're both Jose. I'm not gonna like change one of their names. Emmy gave some lovely suggestions last time around, but I don't know. 1 and 2 doesn't seem right. I want to like there to be a clear indication of like which one was the top one, the first to get propagated, which one was the bottom one, the second to get propagated, or like middle technically, because the bottom was just like stem, so that got thrown out. I considered like Jose the Remaining and like Jose the Reborn. That honestly actually might be the naming convention I go for. Actually, I actually really like that. But still put your suggestions in the comments if you think you can beat Remaining and Reborn. If you think you can beat it. That's honestly all I've got to say this week. Everybody's doing pretty nicely. These plants seem to be fine too, so good for them. But yeah, so I won't keep yakking at you. The plant update intro tier list video, which I was hoping to come out in April, did not come out in April. Coming out probably like a day or 2 after this plant update because I haven't finished, but because of the arbitrary rules I set for myself, I didn't want to post it before I posted this month's plant update, and this is the first time since like last Saturday when I didn't feel like doing it that I've had that I could film. It's really tricky to find a time where I'm home and my parents aren't, because I don't like filming plant update when they're home because it's really weird to like mutter to myself in the kitchen while they're here. I feel like people who record understand this. Not that, like, if you were an influencer, you would get it. Like, nothing pretentious like that. I beg you, please. Do not take that from what I'm saying. But it's just so awkward, the idea of, like, muttering to yourself in the kitchen while other people are just like, yeah, they're just muttering to themselves in the kitchen. Anywho. Yeah, so this is the state of affairs. If you have a better naming convention than Remaining and Reborn, please let me know. Will always consider it. Hopefully this one will be potted by that time. And yeah, we'll see. I might have to do some rearranging, honestly, because Manus is gonna start getting large and like I don't know. I'm getting to the point kind of where like there's too many large plants and like there's not enough small front row ones. Like at this point, like these are the only three small ones. Like even Cassandra's getting a little big for her britches. In a good way though. I want Cassandra to get like larger. In a nice way. I'm talking about plants. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a lovely week, month, etc. And I'll see you around. Toodles. Bye bye. Bonsoir. Bye bye.